Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to share this postpartum journey video with you guys. I've been wanting to do it for a while now. I am 4 months postpartum right now. I just feel like there's so much to continue adding on to it because postpartum is a journey that lasts far more than the 6 weeks that the OBGYN tells you. Birth recovery is about 12 weeks and then pregnancy recovery is 9 months. So I'm halfway in the pregnancy recovery. I have fully recovered from birth. But I just want to share my story and just help anyone who's a first-time mom who's expecting to tell them what I experienced, because no one really talks about postpartum, but also to just share my opinion with anyone who wants to know what happened and to share my story. So I'm so distracted right now because my dogs keep walking around. This is a new environment and I'm not used to the little clickety clackety paw prints. So I'm overstimulated for sure. And that is something that happened postpartum. I used to be able to just continue thinking and talking, but now every little noise is overthought out in my brain. So let's get started from the very beginning. The baby is born. I met her, so obviously she was on me. It was beautiful. Go ahead and check out my birth story if you'd like. But the baby was born. They took her away to weigh her. Neil's taking pictures of, you know, the little weight screen and her screaming. And so right after she was born, I birthed the placenta. I didn't really need any help helping that come out. It just came out. That thing was so cool looking. I'm not a bloody kind of person. I don't like the hospital. I don't like needles. I don't like anything like that. But seeing the placenta was really cool. Like, what a miracle that was inside of me and protecting my baby all those months. So that was cool. And they put it in a tub and I got to look at it. After that, at some point they squeezed on my stomach, and that happened a lot, and that's not anything anyone told me. They squeeze on your stomach and they press really hard to make sure that all the blood comes out, make sure you're not hemorrhaging, that kind of stuff. And so that was very painful. After that, then they stitched me up. I had a 2nd-degree tear, so they did that, and that was also very, 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 very painful. Then I got my golden hour with my baby, and it was amazing. Neil says it was more than an hour. I don't think so, but time just got away from me. So I had the baby for the hour, breastfeeding, just cuddling. The nurse kept coming in, pressing on my tummy every once in a while just to make sure everything was okay. And then eventually another nurse came in and was like, okay, we need you to pee. And so I was like, how can I pee? I haven't been able to drink or eat or do anything for forever. So I go in the bathroom and like, if you don't pee, then you'll get a catheter. And I did not want a catheter. So I drank a ton of water and I tried to pee and it didn't happen. And then I'm just sitting on the toilet and blood just kept coming out. And it was just a lot because, again, I don't like blood. I like looking at the placenta. I did not like looking at that. And it was just painful and it was hard to walk because I just got stitched up there. And also a baby just came out of me. So eventually I was like, okay, I'm not going to be able to pee. Let's go up to the mother baby unit. They got ice packs and a huge diaper. And I waddled my way over to a wheelchair where they gave me my baby back. Well, not they, Neil had the baby, but I got my baby back. And we went up to the mother baby unit. Oh my gosh, right when we got there, I was like, I have to pee. Let me go to the bathroom. I peed. It really wasn't painful. It was just, like it stung. It was just stingy. So they gave me the peri bottle and I used the water to help with peeing. And so I used the peri bottle for probably 3 to 4 weeks every single time I needed to use the restroom because it just helped. It just relieved some of that pain. I didn't realize that you would have to use it for that long, or I would have to use it for that long. I thought it was just like a right after birth thing, but I did use it for almost a month because it was just so painful. And I think the pain really came from the stitches for me. So after I used the restroom, I did not get a catheter. I waddled my way back to bed. Sitting down after birth and get the stitches was nearly impossible. It hurt so bad. I was in so much pain. I would try to like sit down on my side and then somehow get back over, and I did not want to sit down. I laid down for so long. It was just horrible. It was so incredibly painful. I would say that postpartum was worse for me than the actual birth. The birth I would do over again. I would not do the postpartum over again. That was really, really hard. So then we're in the hospital for a night. We opted to stay for another night, just because we wanted to get food and be taken care of and not have to worry about bringing a baby home while I'm still recovering, because I was a mess. And then they taught me how to use the witch hazel pads and like a bunch of different cooling agents. Amazing. Use them. I made some at home pre-birth to make sure I had them. I use all the padsicles. Get them all. After that, we went home, and I would say day 2 or day 3, not the baby blues. I wasn't sad. I thankfully did not have postpartum depression. I thankfully did not have postpartum anxiety, but I cried so much. And I texted all my friends and I was like, is this normal? Did you cry a lot? And I was happy. I'd just be sitting there looking at my baby, just, oh, she's so beautiful. Or like, oh my goodness, I'm so hungry. Just crying for no reason. And thankfully, all my friends gave me advice. And I was like, this is normal. It's just your hormones. It'll be okay. So that lasted for about 2 weeks of me just randomly crying and everything, and that was frustrating for me because I'm usually very in control of my emotions, and I was not during that period. So that's something I wasn't expecting. I had to go to the pediatrician probably 2 days after we brought Ava home, and walking to the office made me just sit down and sob to my husband because I could not continue to walk. It hurt so bad. I was like very small stepping it and waddling out everywhere I went. I would say by week 2 I could start walking again normally. Week 3 I could start bending over to like grab something off the ground. Week 4 I could finally like squat a little bit, and then week 5 is when I started really feeling like myself. So all the hormone changes were gone. The pain from the stitches was finally starting to dissipate. And I was just getting better. I was getting better. So that journey of trying to know what my baby wants and just being a good mom is still happening. It's going to continue for the rest of her life, for the rest of my life. I will continue to learn how to be a mom to her. That part wasn't hard. It was just a part of me not being able to, well, it was hard. But I was okay with it. I wanted that. It was hard for me to take care of my baby when I couldn't take care of her myself, when I couldn't get up to feed myself, when I couldn't take my dogs outside, when I couldn't go to the bathroom. It would take me like 10 minutes to go to the bathroom because I had to make sure the water was right for the peri bottle. And then, it's just a lot. And then making sure all the little pads were ready and changing my diaper. I wore diapers for like 3 or 4 weeks, and that wasn't fun. So I think the part of taking care of myself isn't what I was expecting. Definitely was expecting everything for the baby and was excited for that. But my pain and my inability to take care of myself hindered that. So that was really difficult for me. But that all really went away in the first 6 weeks postpartum, where the OBGYN checks you and makes sure everything's okay, and everything was okay. Thankfully. My stamina, my energy levels, I think it's because I'm breastfeeding still. They're still not 100%. They have gotten better. After 12 weeks, I think I was starting to feel a lot more normal than usual. But I still feel weak. I need to exercise. Maybe that'll help. Strength training or something. I still need to eat a lot to make sure I am not going to pass out or get lightheaded. There's still those things. And then at 4 months postpartum, so I'm 4 months, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks right now. But at 4 months, my hair loss kept coming back. So I'm continuing to lose all my hair, which is just wonderful. It has started in pregnancy. I don't remember when in pregnancy I was losing hair, and then my hair was growing, and it was wonderful. And now at 4 months postpartum, my hair is sadly shedding, but that's okay because I will take that over anything worse. I'd rather my hair shed than anything else, to be honest. So that is really it. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of other things changing in me in the next 5 months, but that's it for now. Thank you so much for listening to my postpartum journey. I am kind of just like all over the place, like squirrel moments, but that's it. If you are pregnant and you are trying to prepare for postpartum, I would just give you the advice to be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your healing. Hopefully you have a community. We had a great community of friends and family giving us food and coming over and cleaning and just making sure that we were okay. And that was very helpful because I am someone who likes to take care of it all. I like to clean the house all the time. I like to feed my family. I like to do everything. And I wasn't able to do any of that. And at some points, I felt useless. Even though obviously I was not useless. No one is ever useless. But I just felt useless because I'm just laying in bed all day, wasting away, dramatic. But just be patient with yourself. Be patient with your healing. The more time you take to heal yourself now in this postpartum period, the better it will be later. So I did the 6 days in bed, 6 days on bed, 6 days around the bed, and then I was able to start doing things. That's just one of the things I read. 40 days postpartum, they usually say you should be inside the house, in bed, taking care of yourself. But I did the 6 days in bed, 6 days on the bed, 6 days around the bed. And then when we did have guests come over, I did go outside of my room and greet them. But I think for the next time, I will make them greet me in my bed because that was really hard. That every time I left the bedroom in the first few days, I was stuck in pain for like the rest of the night till the morning when I was starting to feel better. So that really did hinder it, but obviously I wanted to see my loved ones. But next time I will just ask them to come see me in my bedroom. So if you are postpartum and squirrel moments, and you are, or if you're pregnant and you're thinking about your postpartum period, just have patience with yourself. Call on your community. They are there to help you. They love you. And this is a beautiful time with your baby. Just take in all the snuggles. Those newborn snuggles are the best. If you're just interested in listening to this video, thank you so much for watching. I am going to share more about all of our new family adventures. I'm in a new place right now. I don't know if you can see, the surroundings are very different than my actual home. So things are changing for our family, and we're doing interesting things. And I will share all of that whenever I have a chance to sit down and talk to a camera for 13 minutes. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have a blessed day, a blessed week.